Hey guys, it's the super fan again. I was gonna come on here today and make this video like I do every week with my preview and predictions for the game for next Sunday. Of course the Bears are gonna win. It's gonna be a crazy victory and all that, but today I read the news, and I thought this is kind of a comedy channel, this is kind of a joke. It's loosely based on the Bill Swirsky superfans, from the Saturday Night Live. But the reality is that Gale Sayers died today, and that was not when I was growing up. I was born during the Walter Payton era, and I would always watch. I used to love going to Soldier Field and watching Walter Payton play. It was amazing to me. I couldn't believe the stuff he was doing. And always, every single time I went to a Bears game and I would talk to my parents, either my mom or my dad, it didn't matter. If I started talking about Walter Payton, the first thing they would say every time was, "Yeah, man, he's great, but he's no Gale Sayers." Gale Sayers was a major part of my life. I got my Brian Piccolo jersey right here. I was born after he retired, but I heard so many stories about him. We had that movie, Brian's Song, and Gale Sayers was a huge part of that story. And we listened to that, watched that movie all the time. We had a VHS of this, we had a VHS about a documentary. Well, that had a documentary about the Bears. Used to watch it all the time. It had a whole segment just dedicated to Gale Sayers. Eventually they put it out on DVD. I have it right here. It's the exact same one I grew up on. What I'm going to try to do, I don't know if it's going to work, so if the video just ends, then you know it didn't work. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get the part on here about Gale Sayers. And I know, the NFL might come after me for copyright. I don't know. But I want to make sure if I do this, that everyone, if somebody from the NFL is watching, understand that I'm not trying to clickbait. I'm not trying to make money. You look at my channel, you see I do Bears videos every week. How could I do a Bears video on the day Gale Sayers died and not mention it? So if I get the clip of Sayers from this and put it at the end of this video, it's not for any reason other than to I'm sorry. I want to drum box. Okay. I'm trying to honor the legacy of a football legend. You don't have to be a Bears fan to understand how important this guy was. I've seen the clips. The dude was a beast, man. And like I said, I'm going to try to put some clips of him on here at the end of this video when I'm done talking. I have no intention of stealing copywritten material. I'm trying to do it to honor a legend on the day that he passed away. So if it's on here, then it's all good. If not, then probably the NFL made me get rid of it. I don't know. If not, this is the end. If so, then keep watching and you're going to see Gale running. God bless him. God bless his soul. God bless his family. And thank you for watching. Go Bears. Hey, the Bears, they always win. They always get a higher score than the other team. They gotta do their thing. I'm still gonna watch the game. I'm still gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be all right. But in the meantime, today was a sad day. And a wrestler died. One of my favorite wrestlers, the Animal from the Road. Oh boy, it's a bad day. It's a bad day. I'm gonna keep drinking my Long Island iced teas. You guys have a nice day. The Bears.
In 1971, Billy D. Williams played the role of Gale Sayers in the critically acclaimed film Brian's Song. The inspiring true story of the friendship between Sayers and teammate Brian Piccolo, who is dying of cancer.
It's a classic. People even today remember the performance. I was always, quietly watching Gale, trying to pick up certain idiosyncrasies. I always sort of equated his running style to ballet, Nijinsky. He had that kind of beauty. I loved watching him run. It's poetry. Very elusive. Unlike, let's say, Jim Brown, who was, he carried about 14 people on his back. When he ran, it was like watching one person turn into two people.
In 1965, the Kansas Comet had the 49ers seeing double when he blazed across a rain-soaked Wrigley Field, scoring 6 touchdowns to tie the NFL single-game record.
Give me 18 inches of daylight. That's all I need.
I never went on a practice field and worked on faking left, going right, or turning around, that type of thing. Many times there'd be a fella coming from my blind side, and no way I could see him, but I could feel him. There's times that I would make a move, and I couldn't explain it, but it's a God-given instinct to do things like that.
I'm a painter, so what you learn when you're a painter is that you paint your broad strokes, which is obvious to the eye, and then you paint the subtleties, the nuances. That's where the story is being told. That's what draws people in. That's what makes people pay attention. Gale, he had a natural subtlety in the way he performed on a football field. You couldn't take your eyes off of it. You don't see that all the time. It's unusual.
Brilliant but fleeting, Sayers' career lasted just 68 games. In his 4th season, he tore several ligaments in his right knee and was never the same runner again. However, like Williams' performance in Brian's song, Sayers' work still resonates.
Watching him run was one of the most beautiful, special experiences I've ever had in my life. That's indelible greatness.